Hello, you're watching The Luna Show, and right now you're about to meet Lady K Legacy. How are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
All is well. What's going on with you these days?
Well, trying to stay busy and positive, always thinking positive. I've been working with this producer named Michael from Mad Chill Productions, covering events throughout New York City and Fashion Week, things of that nature. So it's been very fun, and working with MTV. I did a lot of work with them. Just, staying busy.
What do you do with MTV?
Well, I'm not sure if many people have watched my episode, but I filmed a True Life episode called True Life I'm Homeless, and that was shot this past year. And ever since then, the MTV producers, they loved me and everything. They liked my outgoing personality, and so they asked me to host their MTV True Life marathon. So I did that, and it was great. And now I'm kind of in between talking about doing another show with them. We'll see. Keep our fingers crossed.
Okay, that's excellent. So is that what you see yourself doing these days?
Yeah, working in media. I'm still doing some modeling, but not much. But right now, my career focus is in media, meeting new people, doing new things, really. But yeah, I'm actually supposed to be moving to Huntington, Long Island, to start my own shooting of a show with madchill.tv. And it's going to be really interesting, I guess, based on what's going on out in Long Island.
Are you going to be doing shows on the Hamptons and stuff like that?
Of course, darling. It's so close.
So I know you've been a part of the scene for about maybe a few years, about 2 or 3 years, right?
Yeah.
So what, in terms of ballroom, is that your manager calling you?
I don't know. No, it's my fiance. Oh. Yeah, so I'm engaged now, but you'll see how long that went.
So I know you've been a part of the scene for a good minute. You've walked several times. What is it that you find fascinating about the ball scene at all?
Well, I've always enjoyed the ball scene. I whenever I moved to New York, because I'm originally from Charleston, South Carolina. But whenever I moved to New York, or living in the South, actually, I'll start from there. Living in the South, the New York ball scene is the place to be seen and meet interesting people, and that's exactly what I found when I moved up here. So whenever I get a chance, I do attend balls and walk them if I fit the category. Although I'm very shy and bashful concerning some of the categories, but no, it's been a lot of fun.
Do you see yourself doing this for a couple of years?
Oh, definitely. I don't see anything. If anything has been written. Good God, I'm so sorry. Oh, Andreas. Sorry. Anyway, no, I definitely see myself growing more with the ball scene and kind of juggling my daily life of working in media with the ball scene and kind of opening up the entire world's eye on exactly what's going on with the ball scene. And being in the House of Legacy is is very much so helping me prove that fact to the world.
How so?
Well, we just did an event at Cornell University upstate, and it went amazing. We had a really great time. A lot of students showed up, and it was really interesting. They asked a lot of questions, and people who didn't know exactly what the ball scene was like, and if it was more of a place to just have fun and hang out with your friends. And we kind of explained to them that it's more than that, in a sense, that it is a place to hang out and meet new people and to kind of promote your life and with positive background and from your family. It's a very great, what's the word I'm looking for? Community. The ballroom scene is a very great community, and I'm very proud and lucky to be a part of it.
And so do you see yourself bringing that into with MTV and things like that? Do you see yourself maybe possibly promoting the ballroom scene?
Well, I would definitely, I wouldn't mind.
Because they've tried several times.
Of course. I mean, right now, the world, being a transsexual woman, I believe, I'm safe to say that I'm the first transsexual, media anchor that's transsexual. and to work on MTV and to be able to do the things that I'm doing with MTV. They've kind of like, because MTV is like known to kind of make the girls, transsexual women, out to be prostitutes and such, and it's totally not like that at all. So I'm trying to like let them see that we do other things besides kiki and have fun and sell our bodies and other things. And by working with MTV and with Mad Chill Productions, I'm shedding light, or at least I'm trying to shed light on this fact.
So I know that you're a big like famous New York City club diva.
I'm not that big and famous.
Well, I mean, people love you in the clubs. I've been with you at clubs, and people are like, "Oh, Lady K."
I mean, I've been like, whenever I first moved to New York, the club scene was like my outlet. Like, it allowed me to escape from what was causing me a lot of depression, because my past life was it was kind of traumatic. So like, whenever I moved to New York, I met a lot of great people, and I'm still friends with most of them. And I don't know, I guess I have kind of like built a name of being Lady K in the club scene and being respected for that, and that's a blessing as well. I love it.
Do you like being a part of the New York City nightlife? Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I meet a lot of great people, and it's just like, it's kind of like being in the ballroom scene. The club scene and the ballroom scene kind of go hand in hand, in which you meet a lot of great people, and they're all doing different things with their lives. But I find that in the club scene, it's more, I mean, there's loud music and there's drinks and all this other stuff going on, and the dancers are super sexy and you just want to touch them, but you can't because, you know, they're dancers. But like, I've met like superstars, and I've done things, and the people that I've met in the club scenes have like, they kind of promoted me into who and what I'm doing today. They kind of made me who I am.
So it's basically about networking, and
yes, the club scene is very much so about networking. I mean, it's a great place to, like, you know, meet Mr. Right Now, but it's also a great place to find a career or do anything you really want to do, because you never know who you'll meet. Which is why I try and inform the people I come in contact with that you shouldn't just act any certain way, and it's not always about like having fun and accosting people, or, you know, thinking that people are disrespecting you, because some people just don't know. And I try and shed a lot of light on the fact that things aren't exactly what they seem.
So tell me a little bit about moving to New York City. Like, what was your reason to come here?
Well, so my mom died when I was, or 4 days after my 21st birthday. And I moved back and forth from Charleston to Cleveland, and I had a friend named Jordana. She owns a boutique in Charleston called Goga. Amazing lady. She's Russian. And she was like, you know, Kenyatta, she was like, you know, you really don't belong in Charleston. Like, you are always like on the go, and you need like a fast-paced place to be. And I was like, you know, Jordana, you're right. I've always wanted to live in New York. So she was like, well, you know what? I will pay for your trip to New York if you find a place, like, you know, to settle and everything. So I originally moved to New York to do something new, because in the South, I mean, there's opportunities, but in New York, you have so many more chances to do so many more experiences. Like, it's absolutely amazing to live in New York, and like every corner that I walk down, like there's something new that I'm learning or couldn't possibly learn. And that's my original reason for moving here, to escape the South and become someone more than just a Southern
belle. A Southern belle.
A Southern belle.
So tell me a few words of wisdom that you would like young girls that are watching the show. What would you like to tell them?
Words of wisdom. First, I would like to tell the young ladies out there to, if you have a dream out there, just go for it. Like, don't let anyone or anything scare you from it. Always stay positive, think positive. Who are constantly like in your ear, talking down to you, even your boyfriends or your family. Don't mind them. Stay positive. You can actually do it. I am proof that anything is possible as long as you stay focused and think positive and have a good attitude and good manners.
All right, well, thank you.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure.
You're welcome.